1, 2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right.
Hello, I'm Irish Dave and welcome to Experience Michiana. We have a really fun show this week.
And I'm Courtney and I'm so excited. I got to try out a new place in downtown South Bend, the Early Bird Eatery, and honestly, I have not been able to stop talking about it. It was so delicious. But we're standing here at Unity Gardens.
Yeah, and I'm excited.
I know, we're gonna get down and dirty.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're gonna do some gardening, we're gonna volunteer. I believe there's even some potatoes. But you know what? Kelly is trying to kick me into shape this year, and I got to go to Laporte and try something very interesting called Go Aerial Fitness.
Sounds like a whirlwind.
I was upside down.
Let's check it out.
What have I signed up for?
Didn't you ask for my help?
I do. I want 2021 to be the year that I get in shape, but what is this?
This is going to be one of the best moments of your life, and mine too. It's Go Aerial Fitness.
Aerial?
Aerial.
As in off the ground?
Wait a minute, I heard you love flying. Don't you get up in the airplanes in the air?
I do, but I don't like when my arms are the horsepower.
Oh.
Because I'm afraid that I'll fall to the ground.
Well, guess what?
What?
Too bad. We're going in there, and we're going to try it, and today you're going to fly, yoga style. Let's go.
You're so angry.
I am. Let's go. This is no joke. Get you in shape. April, we are so glad to be here and so grateful that you can help us too, because Dave wants to get in shape. I want to lose a little pound here too. So we are so glad to be here, and it's all about yoga in this place, isn't it?
We have a lot of yoga. We have other fitness classes. So we have TRX, Zumba.
Oh wait, what's TRX?
TRX is these yellow straps.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of neat. We can use our aerial rigging to use these, and this is more of a fitness class. So it's all about like body weight, squats, push-ups, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I might want to take a look at that too.
Yeah.
Got me all interested in that.
Right.
So this one here though, this is the aerial yoga.
Right, aerial yoga. This is an aerial yoga hammock. So this is our kids use this in our aerial circus class, and adults use it for our aerial yoga.
Okay, so that's what we're going to try today, right?
I'm very excited. I like this. I like anything that allows me to lie down.
Well, see, that's the problem. He's looking at this like it's a hammock and he's just going to get to lie
You said
down.
it's a hammock.
Yeah.
So, no, but I'm excited for it. It's good to get out and have fun while trying to get in shape.
Yeah, I agree.
So do we just throw ourselves in a hammock or?
So let's start. I like to start us off with a little trust building exercise just to get a little bit of comfort and familiarity with our yoga hammock. So if we walk right up to it and wrap our arms around it like you're giving it a hug, open your palms towards me and grab through the pinky side.
There you go.
Don't hold on too tight. Keep your grip pretty loose. And the hands are about shoulder distance apart. Reaching your arms out ahead of you. And start to fold forward, just like you're taking a bow. So we're gonna keep solid on our feet and just feel stretching in the hamstrings.
Ooh, that feels good.
And then if your shoulders feel pretty safe, you can start to hang a little bit more in the arms, maybe bending the elbows or...
So I feel this really in my shoulders. Is that what I'm supposed to?
Definitely.
Wow.
And then if it feels still pretty good, you could start that sway side
to side.
Ooh. Stretching out the sides of our torso, the shoulders, definitely hamstrings.
This is surprisingly relaxing.
It really is. Can I ask you, April, how many pounds does this hold though?
All aerial equipment.
For you, Dave.
Oh, wow.
All aerial equipment should be rated for at least 600.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm good. I've got a ways to go, just
let's
about.
go ahead and get in the swing. So we're going to go ahead and put it right behind your butt. And hopefully your heights are pretty good to where we're going to keep it bunched up for this part.
Oh, we're going to keep it bunched?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just kind of push it under your hips. You'll find that like one hip hikes a little bit higher than the other. And see if you can get right into
there we
sit.
All right,
now,
there we are.
one thing that you might not think of is the pressure points. So it's really common to sort of feel this is biting into your body a little bit.
Yes.
Yes.
As you practice regularly, the pain actually does pretty much go away. But with your first class, you're going to be kind of like, oh gosh, that's something. Okay, so let's move. That'll help. We're gonna hold on about temple height
Okay.
Okay.
and just lean back, kind of like you're swinging on a swing.
Lean.
Lean back, try to let your arms totally straighten.
Whoa.
So you can engage the core here, keeping your glutes engaged so that we don't slide off.
Oh.
And then if you were to release one hand, your hammock is going to turn. So try not to let that startle you. And let's see if we can release the right hand.
Oh my gosh,
I
but
like
I'm
that you
afraid.
think.
Yay! And then
Oh.
just once you are ready, go ahead and sit up. And that's gonna let your core take a little break. And then we'll do it for the other side. So hold on, ear like temple height.
Temple height.
As you lean back, I don't want you to slide your hand down at all. Straighten your arms completely. So that'll be a little bit easier. And then let's see if we could release the left hand.
Okay.
Left hand.
I don't trust my arm strength here.
I do tell everybody. This is a
doing
workout
great.
already. I mean, did you feel that in your triceps and everything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm holding my body up.
So
Yeah, I felt it.
now, I like to teach things in a progression. So that's like the first step is leaning back. If we're feeling comfortable with that, then we're releasing a hand. If that seems like it felt pretty easy to you, maybe a little bit
More difficult for Dave.
a little more difficult. So if we want to try the next position,
Let's
it would
do
be
it.
leaning back until both arms are straight.
Okay.
Reaching
Okay.
your right arm toward the floor.
What?
And turn onto your right hip. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And can you see good morning to your IT band, right? So if it really hurts a lot, it can actually be thought of as therapeutic, like a massage therapist pushes into your body, sometimes to the point of pain. So that can actually open up some things there.
What are the benefits to doing aerial yoga instead of doing it, let's say, on the mat on the floor?
I think the first benefit and the most important one to me is fun.
Yes, that is so true.
That is a good
And
one.
this kind of combines yoga with circus arts. And where I learned and was trained in aerial yoga, my teacher was very much, it's all about yoga and how can we use the hammock
Yeah.
to focus on our yoga practice. But just my personality immediately was like, how can we use the yoga hammock for circus tricks? So I immediately wanted to add more of the fun. I wanted to teach it to children. We even do some programs out in the community where we have this like 25-foot rig and we're
Nice.
climbing, and so we kind of take it a little bit extreme, and in the group classes a little bit more, attainable for everyone.
And you also
Right.
have hot yoga.
Yeah, that's upstairs. That's going on right now upstairs.
I love hot yoga.
Do you?
Seriously, I lived in Asia for a year,
Uh-huh.
and I did hot yoga every week, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Our hot yoga is 108 degrees,
Wow.
far infrared radiant heat. So it's like top-notch, state-of-the-art heat system.
Nice.
Wow.
Anything I do, I have to do it like all the way,
I like that. So let's do this. Let's do some more of this. Let's
so
do
I
this.
thought that another fun thing, usually when people come to
Okay.
a class, they want to get upside down.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Right?
And just jump in.
And then, sit up in here.
Like
So
this?
one hip in and then the other hip in. And now I want you to lay down, but your head is going to be out. And your
Okay.
shoulders are going to be in, okay? And then you're going to hold gently
Right
here
here?
and here,
I think
okay?
I've messed it up.
No, this looks pretty good. So just lay heavy,
Okay.
okay? And then you're gonna hold your hands just like this. Here
Oh,
and here.
sorry.
Okay. So now the pressure point is gonna be a little bit in the back of the neck, just to warn you. And you're gonna try to get your Achilles heel onto this railing. So if you put your
Okay.
feet up into the air, and then kind of like happy baby, kind of hook your Achilles heel there and there. Perfect, you guys. Now slide your feet up to invert candlestick.
Like straight up?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Now the next step of this is going to have you lay your legs into this long sleeve of fabric. So Dave, put your legs in, okay? And then I'm going to put a blanket on your feet, tuck in your little feet.
Now
And
we're talking.
Let me hold this out for you, Kelly, and go ahead and lay your legs into.
Just put them in, April?
Lay your legs right in like you're just laying down in a hammock and straighten them
Oh,
out.
straight, okay.
Straighten them out. I'm gonna put the little blanket on your feet. Okay, now kind of like that candlestick, but we're gonna keep it a pike. Otherwise it'll be a little bit like a tree falling, and That won't be very, very relaxing. So you're gonna put your feet straight up in the air with the blanket on.
Okay.
And then you're going to pike your feet toward the window and lift up your hips. Don't scream. Okay. Come more, further.
My body wasn't meant to be this.
Lift your hips up. So you're gonna feel yourself hang from your toes. Go a little further, Kelly.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
April, can people at any level do this?
I really do.
Hello.
I do welcome people of all fitness levels. So part of the reason I teach things in a progression, kind of how we went through, sitting is the first step, leaning back is the second step. Everyone can do at least a couple of the steps, you know? So on your first class, you might not be able to do every single move that I'm showing to the whole class, but you can do some of it, and I really encourage everyone to work at their own level, taking whatever steps of that progression are appropriate for their fitness level.
But as you showed me, you're here to help as well. So even if I can't reach back all the way where my feet are pointing out onto the road, you'll help me. So.
I do pretty intensive assisting and spotting. It's just kind of my teaching style.
No,
you know?
and I really like that because it showed me straight away that I was able to do it. I was physically able to do it. I just need to get there.
Right.
So, no,
What's amazing is we didn't even do a whole hour class, and I can feel the workout.
Oh yeah,
my heart was beating fast.
It's interesting because people a lot of times see pictures or videos of it and they go, "Oh, that looks so freeing and relaxing and easy," and you know, hopefully we make it look that way, but it is quite a workout.
It is quite a workout. Now, speaking of helping, you also have babysitting here for those that have kids.
We do, yeah. Nice. Since we reopened after being closed from COVID, we have reduced our babysitting just because of reduced demand. We used to have it for every class. Now we just have it weeknights.
So what are the days and hours that you're open?
We have our schedule online at goaerialfitness.com. We are open 7 days a week. We have morning classes, evening classes, and all those are listed. I think we have maybe 45 classes a week. Okay, so we have a ton.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for helping us with our fitness journey. How do you feel, Dave?
I feel like, you know, we did about 7 minutes, and I feel like I could definitely, I'd love to try it again, honestly, and do a full class because, there's nothing better than getting in shape while having fun because that makes you want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the things I will do to experience Michiana, and
We're still silky.
I think I'm still sweating actually from doing Go Aerial Fitness, but I'm excited for today.
Yeah, I am excited for today. And the Early Bird Eatery, man, this food is amazing. And they've transformed the Dainty Maid Company building in downtown South Bend. You guys have got to check it out. Let's tune in. If you've been to downtown South Bend, an old staple is the Dainty Maid Company, but a lot of that has changed now because the Early Bird Eatery is now in this space, and I have with us one of the owners, Jennifer, and this is just incredible. I've been here through many years, but walking into this space, I'm just blown away by this.
Oh, thanks.
How has this been for you to transition into this building?
It's been pretty amazing, actually. Mike and I are both really happy and excited with the turnout that we've had and the feedback that we've had. The community has been so incredibly welcoming, and then it's just nice, you know, this space in itself, having something that's really open, bright, airy, kind of modern. And then, as you can see, the front doors, you know, in the summertime we'll have the ability to open those up and bring some fresh air in. So yeah, I think in this day and age, it's really fortunate for us to have the ability to be in this space.
And you guys are not new to the Michiana area.
No, so we're actually both originally from St. Joseph, but we started the Early Bird in Bridgman, Michigan.
Okay.
And we were there for about 2.5 years, and June would be our 3rd year that we were in business, so June 1st.
So what made you guys decide to come to South Bend?
So last year in the fall, we were kind of looking at opening a second location, and then obviously with COVID, those plans changed a little bit.
Right.
And with our lease ending in the Bridgman area, we just decided that we would kind of take the jump. We had this opportunity here in the Dainty Maid building, and we decided to go for it, and we're really excited. We're happy we did.
Well, I'm very glad that you're here because I have heard many good things about you guys, and I think it's really been great for your business too to come into the South Bend area.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really skipped a beat as far as business, and like I said, the reviews and the feedback and the excitement from the community has really made it worthwhile for both of us.
So now I love the Early Bird Eatery is all about brunch. So if you want to get, breakfast at lunchtime, lunch at breakfast time, brunch is the place to be, and that's what your menu offers.
Yep. We serve breakfast and lunch all day. So if you want a hamburger at 8 a.m. or you want French toast at 1:30, you can do that. Yeah.
Perfect. And I know we're going to be talking about the menu because you guys have a great menu, but you're expanding it all the time too.
Yeah. We have our kind of general favorites, regular items, but Mike likes to add different things, change things up with seasonality. So, you might see some different options from time to time. Yep.
And this space is so wide and open. You're able to share it with other businesses too.
Yeah, that was actually one of the appealing things for us coming in here is that, we have Adair with Pink Lemonade Pastries who's got different croissants and breakfast pastries, macaroons, things like that. And then, our restaurant is also with Adair and us, we are the exclusive kind of brunch people, breakfast and lunch. But there will be nighttime vendors as well in the near future. So it's just kind of cool to be able to have that collaboration. And then if people do want to come a little bit later, past our hours, they will still have other options as far as eating and things like that.
I love the idea of the collaboration of the space.
Yeah.
And this is just, it's so wide and open in here.
Yeah.
And so welcoming. You can definitely social distance in here while eating too.
Definitely, yeah.
But I love that there's options for people too to check out. Well, I'd love to try some of the things I've heard, especially about the lemon blueberry pancakes?
Blueberry lemon pancakes, those are definitely a favorite if you're a pancake person.
I'm a pancake person.
They're really tasty, yeah.
Awesome. Well, can we try some things out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Well, this is a great example of brunch. This is what I call brunch, all of it at once. But I have with us Mike, who is the executive chef here. And this is just an incredible display here. What is the most popular dish that you guys produce?
Man, seems like a lot of stuff on our menu is very popular, but Benedict's and our pancakes seem to be the most popular. Especially our blueberry lemon pancake.
Which is what we have here,
Which we have here with lemon curd, blueberry compote, almond and oat streusel, and vanilla glaze. And here we have our ham and asparagus Benedict.
Okay.
Our eggs come from Riker Fillet Farms out of New Liberty.
So you guys are using local vendors too for a number of your products also,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and our ham also comes from Jake's Country Meats out of Cassopolis, Michigan.
Great.
It's a cold smoke product, and it kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, sure. Okay, and then what do we have here?
So we have our bagel and lox. The lox are made in-house. It's a pastrami glaze, so it's not smoked. I do a preserved lemon, capers, red onion, cucumber, and dill. And that goes on a sesame seed bun.
And I think what's great is so unique about the Early Bird Eatery here is you guys make so much in-house. You were just talking about the lemons, but you do that in-house too.
Yeah, we preserve them in-house. It's about a 30-day process. I just kind of take those small steps or extra steps just to create a heightened product in the long run.
A heightened brunch, I like that.
Yeah. So,
and then what is this here?
So this is our breakfast greens. It's a small version of the arugula salad. So you have arugula, grapefruit, avocado, pomegranate arrows, feta, cheese, and then some mint. And then we do a strawberry tarragon dressing or vinaigrette.
Wow, everything sounds delicious. So what's your favorite item?
So being a chef, I never get a chance to really sit down and eat. So biscuits and gravy are just usually my go-to, just because I can just put it on a plate.
And you have some great options for biscuits and gravy here too. How does your menu rotate? Are you kind of going to be constantly changing it? What's your plans?
Yeah, so I kind of designed our menu just based on the seasons. So the winter months, kind of a little bit more hearty and heavier items. Summertime, we're going to start thinking more like fresher and summery, lighter items as well. So probably in the next month or so, you'll see some changes on our menu.
Well, I'm hoping this one doesn't go. I'm going to bite into this. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'd probably be
I've
lynched
heard a lot
if
of
it
good
did.
things about this. I've had friends who have tried it.
Yeah.
Seems like it's the talk of the town here for this one. So you said there's a lemon custard?
Lemon curd.
Lemon curd in the middle.
Yep, so
Okay.
it's lemon sugar, cream cheese.
I can get a piece of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, Oh my gosh, it's like lemon pudding in my mouth.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
yeah. You think it would be overly sweet, but
it's perfect.
it's perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect balance.
Awesome. Everything looks delicious and it smells delicious, and I'm really excited to have you here in the South Bend community, but you guys have been here a while, and so it's really great to have this expansion.
Yeah,
here.
it's been a nice welcome from everyone in the community, and we're super excited and proud to be here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mike, and I look forward to eating all of this now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, the lemon blueberry pancake, I swear I am having dreams about it afterwards. Making me very hungry.
This show is such a mixed bag. You know, I'm trying to get in shape and you're like eating all the delicious food. So I think what we should do right now, talking about delicious food, you know, the best food is the one that you make yourself and grow yourself. So let's go and find Sarah and Mitch.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna check out the Unity Gardens next. I'm so excited to be in this space here at the Unity Gardens, officially the Unity Gardens Welcome Center, and I feel very welcome. Have with us here today Sarah Stewart, the Executive Director, and this space is just coming along.
Oh my gosh, it's surreal. You know, to be in the business of free food and then to have a resource like this where we can connect our community to healthy food. This space here will be filled with the Unity Gardens products and food.
Okay.
So imagine over here on the west side where we can have like our farmers market booth at the South Bend Farmers Market, the honey from the hood, the produce, and all the other delightful things you can get there.
So it'll be available here as well.
Absolutely. We'll have that east side, west side presence.
Awesome, awesome, and there's so much space in here.
Yes.
Now, and I know in a little bit we're going to go outside and I'm going to go back to my roots, no pun intended. But what else is over here?
Over on this side, we envision a gathering area. The Unity Gardens Welcome Center is all about making sure that everyone can be comfortable here and connect. So we anticipate a seating area that then we have enough malleable space for pop-ups. So I mean, imagine a little coffee shop pop-up or lunch and learn type thing where we can have area community local chefs, etc. here.
And
that's great.
as you said, as a welcome center, that was the name that was chosen by the supporter. They wanted it to be literally a center that welcomes the community.
Right, we always have envisioned this as just an extension of being a community resource. Not only our free food, the porch that's so welcoming, but really being able to use this space.
Absolutely. We're missing somebody. I think Mitch might be hiding behind the
Absolutely.
There he is.
Oh, wow.
This is great. This space. A helpful tool to be able to do lessons and teaching.
Absolutely.
classes.
Our classroom and the way we're able to reconnect people after 5 generations of being displaced on the farm. Mitch does classes that really highlight how to grow your own healthy fresh food, how to cook it. This classroom space will be amazing.
This is amazing, and I think we're ready to get down and dirty because there's a lot of work still to be done in the gardens, isn't there?
Oh yes, and we can't wait to really get in the dirt and start feeling better. Welcome spring.
All right.
Hey, you need volunteers? You got 2 today.
Excellent. We'll put you to some work.
Wait, I gotta get my gloves.
We're not going to just start seeds. We're going to start something more exciting.
Nice.
It's time for potatoes.
Oh, potatoes.
I got my gloves. I'm ready.
All right, you'll need them.
All right, so Mitch, volunteering is what it's all about here at Unity Gardens.
It is.
Getting your hands dirty, right?
Getting your hands dirty. We have so many volunteers that come out every year, organizations, a team, but we can always use more. Lots of digging, lots of planting going on. So yeah, we're always using lots of volunteers. These are all potatoes we're working on now. Early potato. We figured that's why we get Dave out here.
No, and I appreciate this. I've eaten lots of potatoes, but never actually grown any. But
Well, we hear they fail over there.
please don't remind us of our terrible past. But Mitch, for anyone watching this who doesn't know what Unity Gardens is, can you just explain that for us as well?
So Unity Gardens is a network of gardens that we have in this area, and mostly the St. Joe County area, where they're all free open gardens. We're at about 40 some this year. Free open for anybody to come pick. So this is our flagship garden. So we have about 2 acres of food that we plant every year, and anybody just comes out and harvests whatever they want. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We've added all kinds of things because as early on we got in, we learned that people need to learn about gardening because there's no way we can grow enough food for everybody. So we're teaching people how to grow their own food. We work with kids, teaching them about food and all that. So it's a big, getting bigger every year.
Which is going to be so great to have that space inside too. And you even have outdoor opportunity.
Yeah, we've got outdoor kitchen that we're putting in this year. Our building's coming up. So we've got all kinds of things. We have an accessible garden going in. So this is going to be a big year for us. It's going to be really busy this year.
And you guys need lots of helpers. And Unity Week is an opportunity that they can do that too.
So Unity Week is coming up, so we took our growing summit, which was usually in March, and COVID kind of shut it down last year, and we thought we still aren't ready to put a crowd of people in. So we took a 2-day event and we're spreading it over an entire week. There'll be volunteer opportunities, there'll be classes every day and things to do in the garden every day of the week, and then on the last day, Saturday, it'll be like an all-day event with vendors and everything here. So, a whole week to get, in May to get the garden going.
And you guys often do summer camps and different activities. I know you've been doing the Zoom online classes. What do you have coming up?
Not only, now we're not doing camp this year because again, that's tricky, but what we learned through COVID was how to create programming right here in the gardens. So we'll have stations where the kids can do scavenger hunts or make a salad or tasting tours or hold a chicken, all those kind of things. That's very exciting because at Unity Week we'll have those stations and then we'll continue them through the summer for those that want to visit.
How difficult is it? Because I'm intimidated by gardening.
So
Courtney is clearly intimidated by using the shovel as well. But I am intimidated by gardening. How much work, is it really difficult for the average Joe to just do this?
I think starting small is a key. Mitch has some more feedback on that too.
Well, I think gardening is easy and hard at the same time. So it's, you can make it as hard as you want. We always say start simple with simple things, like green beans and zucchinis and tomatoes and stuff that are pretty easy to grow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really, it's about knowing dirt and soil and watering, reading a few things. I mean, it gets more complicated as the pests show up and things like that, but it's not that intimidating.
And I love that you guys have the resources too. I know whenever I have a question, I can just go to your website or go to your Facebook page. And you guys have plenty of video tutorials and all that kind of stuff too. But you also have something that's going to be driving around soon.
Yes, our Edgy Veggie mobile programming is going to be so exciting. There's a lot of people that don't have access to one of the Unity Gardens throughout the community. So Edgy Veggie will be a mobile unit that will be able to take our best programs and veggie tastings and chef demos and planting activities on the road.
That's amazing.
We are very excited
Nice.
about it. We have so many team members that are supporting this. Lippert Components has been really involved now in making our vision a reality.
That's amazing. Well, we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
I've done a lot already. Yeah, you got to catch up to me.
I'm gonna keep going.
By the way, is the vehicle a Ford Edge? Is that why you call it the Edgy Veggie?
Edgy Veggie. Well, it's just,
I think it might be a Ford. It might be a Ford, but we're not sure other than that.
And people can get more information about volunteering and all of the different locations around the Michiana community on your website.
on our website, the phone number, the email, just reach out and we will connect you with our volunteer team.
Awesome. Thank you guys
Excellent.
so much for
Thank
showing
you.
us around a bit and getting a little bit dirty. We got to put a little bit more back into it.
Yeah, get going.
I have some ideas as to what I want to put in here afterwards.
I think I'm actually putting my dirt into yours.
She's wearing
Good idea. There. That's how you win.
We're not
That's
getting
how you
very
win.
far.
she's wearing pink. And she's going to end up in here. I really love the fact that people like Sarah and Mitch and all the volunteers will offer these healthy produce and also educate the community on how to make their own produce as well for free.
Exactly. Anybody can come and grab what they need from the Unity Gardens, and they're all over the community, which is just a
It
fantastic
is.
resource for us. Hey, this was a great show today, and I know there's plenty more things for us to explore and experience in Michiana. If you have some ideas that you'd like us to share so we can visit them, show them off to the community, go onto our Facebook page. You can share them with us there. You can use the hashtag #ExperienceMichiana.
Yep.
We'll find it there too.
And if there's anything that we can do that's fun that also helps me burn some more calories, #ExperienceMichiana.
Or just more lemon blueberry pancakes.
This WNIT local production has been made possible in part by viewers like you. Thank you.